Hi everyone, Brett back, altitude scale modeling with another Sprue review. This time, as I promised in my update, we're going to look at Miniart's FL282 V-6 Kolibri 1/35 scale. Not a normal aircraft scale, but it is a normal helicopter scale. It'll sit nicely with your armor or other helicopter builds. There are a lot of 35th scale helicopters out there. Kit number 41001. A little wording on the side of the box. Nothing on that side. Some pictures of the completed kit. A unique little specimen that I'm thinking is going to be way tail heavy. And where are you going to put the weight? Interesting. Maybe the box will tell us. Okay, we've got a small bag of parts. A very colorful instruction sheet, and a box. So it looks like one bag. With individual bags inside. Maybe. This one is actually heat shrunk to the big bag. So that made for some good bag racket. So we got two inside bags. This one's got 3 sprues. This one's got 3 sprues and decals. This one's got a little, I don't know what that is. There's another Kolibri out there that I've got over there. The V21, which I'll do a review on at another time. This feels very delicate. Let's open this. It's like an invitation to something. It is. It's an invitation to photo etch. Looky there. 11 pieces of photo etch, looks like some harnesses and maybe some bracing. Nice. Nice little touch. Alright. This looks highly fragile. These fine little details here, especially this. And there's ejector pin things there got to be cut off, but look at how tiny and fragile that is. The framing. Wow. That looks like you look at it wrong and you're going to break it, so be very careful. Now I'm going to have to be careful putting it back in the bag. But, look at the nice detail. Nice stress panel detail. I'm assuming it's a metal, it might be fabric. I don't know, but the instructions will probably tell me. And this one's got the blades. Looks like cylinder heads for the engine. Yeah, we get a detailed engine. The wheels. Looks like 2-piece wheels. No weight on wheels. These are actually matching sprues, which makes sense. So we don't need to look at that one because we're looking at this one. Nice tread detail on the wheels. Good plastic, no flash. Looks like a shock, and there's a little bit of burring. You probably won't be able to see it, but there's a little bit of burring on that round part. None on the blades, and look, the blades have natural droop molded into it, so you don't have to heat it up and droop it yourself. Very sharp detail on the cylinder heads. So nice touch with the blades being built to droop. There's the rest of the engine part. Looks like transmission detail, instrument panel, some more very tiny, delicate shifters it looks like. These two at least. Probably all 4. Adjustment controls. Another one there. There. Little switch panel for the instruments. Looks like a couple of hoses. So you can see how good and crisp that detail is throughout. The hoses, nice ridged hoses, the engine, upper and lower panels. You see on this one, you probably have to drill out those lightning holes. Panel there. Ejector pins on this side on both seem to be flush. I'm guessing this is a seat cushion here. Very nice. This bag that was attached to the other bag. It has tiny little clear parts, look like for a light or an instrument panel cover, decals with your swastikas that need to be put together, instrument decals, printed in the Ukraine, which is where Miniart's located. They look alright. Again, we got some more framing, very detailed, very delicate. Took a lot for them to mold this like this and not have any flashing, and on these parts there's no real burring. Just the bigger rounded parts had burring. There's none on this part either. These are solid. I'm assuming they're the tail wings, the horizontal stabilizers. And here we have some fuselage parts, some more engine parts. Firewall looks like the front landing gear, strut, seat back. It's part of the radial engine. The wiring harness. Looks like the engine cowl. There's two ejector pins inside the engine cowl. Probably be covered though. But again, more crisply molded detail here. You're going to have to take off these two ejector pins carefully so you don't break it. The strut's got a little compression part there. Back of the seat cushion, it's got the little ridges into it. And next we got some more wing detail. This one's solid. These two need to be put together. This looks like the tail, where it would be a tail wheel if it was actually a wheel, and it may be on the real thing. Looks like a headrest, but not 100% sure. Some more supports that are very narrow and thin. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a little like S pattern here from the where the plastic was ejected. I'm assuming this is fabric. The way that it goes in like that, it couldn't be stressed metal like that. But give me your opinion. And lastly, some more finely detailed parts. Very finely detailed parts with no burring, like control sticks. This looks like the little stabilizer prop for the rear. If it's in the rear, could be the engine prop that pushes. Shifter levers, more engine parts. I'd almost be afraid to put this together, it's so delicate looking. But never fear your models, just build them. That's what they live for. Okay, we have our little Kolibri instruction book. Box contains a model of a German helicopter. 185 total parts count, 172 plastic, 2 clear, 11 photo etch, decal sheet for 4 options. You can see the front wheel is, when it's level this way, the front wheel is way lower than the rear wheels. Like I said, it's going to be a tail sitter unless you can put weight into it. There is a color call out. So it's got its props, it's rotor blades. It's got two, it's not one blade that's in the four, it's like two separate blades that turn together. One's higher than the other. See, they're kind of angled. I don't get it. But they must counter-rotate around each other so they don't hit each other. Color callouts. Vallejo, Mr. Color, Humbrol testers, Ammo MiG, something I cannot read, and then the regular color name. I'm assuming this is color name in Russian or Ukraine, and those are the colors. Sprue map. And you're starting with the fuselage and the engine. Again, an engine that can use some great detail. Looks like the rotor head assembly. More parts for around the engine. Engine sits here, and then you got the transmission that turns it into the rotor head assembly part. Let's see where that little prop goes though. Yet. P for some of the framing. Some more frame going around where the pilot sits. There's the instrument panel. Lots of framework going on with this. There's the tail section. The engine cover. Sides for the engine cover. There's the seat. There's where the rotors attach. The main landing gear. Harnesses that were photo etched that we showed you. Decals are going on the instrument panel. It does not say anything about weight in here, though we know we're going to need some. And that's it. That ended abruptly. Put the seat belts on. Put the decals on the instrument panel. You're done. There's the rotors going together. Says 32 steps. There's the rotors going on. Then you've got your color callouts. You've got your typical green blue, which I like, and a gray scheme, just like the front one. Props are tipped, the rotors are tipped yellow. These ones are green, these ones are gray. And another gray scheme. 4 total schemes. There you have it. Simple little build full of lots of delicate looking parts. I'd be careful putting it together, but I will be putting it together somewhere down the line. Probably not this year though, because I've got so much going on this year. I've got the P61, the Stug, the 56 Chevy convertible, the Hind, the B-17 build series. Those are all on the go right now. Scott and I are going to do the Blackhawk starting in August when I'm back from my PMS. I got the app going on. I got the Tamiya Tomcat to build this year. And then whatever else rears its beautiful head. So thanks for watching, everybody. Go on. I recommend one of these. They're not that expensive and they look good. Like I said, I'll review the V21 somewhere down the line. Y'all have a great start to your summer. Thanks for watching.